How you doing, folks? It's Joe Value here for Cold Beer Sports on Thursday evening with two selections for my YouTube channel, and I have one selection for my for the Patreon service as well. So nice to get the winner today on the Patreon service. I thought it was a really good ride by Alan Beach, getting Kilwaffy up. Um, just a nice solid ride. He's well worth his £5, and it's a young improving horse and progressing away there and could win again. Won a shed snugly at the line, I thought. But that was grand. On my YouTube, just unlucky now with the Paddy Pie getting run over close home. I really thought he'd win now, turning in when he came up there. He looked the likely winner, but just found Mr. Watson too strong at the death. He should be winning shortly, though, you'd imagine. My other horse at Southwell, she just fell away. She showed her usual early speed, but fell away, and I might just leave her be. I'll probably be leaving someday be as well. Whatever day he wins, he can win when he wants. He's just not the same horse that he was, He's just after regressing. I thought that race was definitely open for an outsider to win it, and a big outsider won it, but unfortunately not the one that I suggested. But happy enough the way the day went. As I say, I've two tomorrow for my YouTube, and I'm gonna pick a horse with an outside chance again that might pop back into form, and then a mare that I've tipped up before, and looks to have a really good chance tomorrow. So in the 150 at Doncaster, I'll go for White Pepper. I tipped her up 2 runs ago when she ran at Aintree. Now I thought that day she was a moral certainty, and I don't think that they made enough use of her that day. She's a mare that stays really well and jumps really well, but he was, the jockey was just anxious to hold on to her for as long as possible, really, and it did turn in. I know that the conditions, it was a horrible old day that day, and it just turned into a bit of a sprint, and she made a mistake at, I think it was the second last, was a really bad mistake, and couldn't get back at them, got a bit tired. She was kept over to the far side where that day, that meeting, it had to be on the near side, so but she made no mistake next time out in a much better race, Ash Fairy House, I think it was, yeah. And now that I think they'll ride her forcefully and let her use that jumping ability that she has, I think she can go and win again tomorrow. She's short enough, but she's 6-4 in a place, which I think is more than fair. C Sessions reopposes, but I just think White Pepper's a better mare, and she may prove that tomorrow. And then on to the 4 o'clock at Doncaster, a horse by the name of Tedem. This horse, he's probably not as good as he was back in the day either, but at 14-1, I don't want to let him go because they are paying the first 4 places, and he's worth a point each way. Ran poor last time at Bangor, but he was a significant drifter on the day. Wasn't fancied at all. If there was a few quid knocking around from, he's trained by the wily old John Joe O'Neill. He knows when he has his horses 100%, and just at Doncaster, big galloping track, he might just enjoy it. And at 14-1, I'm going to stick him up there as a point each way. As I said, I have one for the Patreon service tomorrow as well. It's a confident selection, and I just hope keep driving the right way now going into the weekend. It's important to keep the revs up, as the fella says. But all in all, today, it was a good day, good solid day. It's unfortunate, obviously, that the Paddy Pie didn't get his head in front. Top Paddy selection, Lady of the Night, was a bit unlucky as well. She looked all over the winner at stage. Turning into the straight, she was the one to be on, but I just found one too strong at the dash. But happy enough, and see how things go tomorrow. Hopefully there's a couple of winners in there. I take the place with Tedem, but he is capable of winning, if he just put his head down and galloped. And I'm hoping White Pepper should definitely prove good enough. And obviously then we have the one for the service as well. So that's all. Don't forget, we done the Wheelbarrow podcast there. We had a special guest on, fascinating. And Keelan has a runner in Dubai tomorrow night, so it was a really, really interesting conversation, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it if you tune in. So all in all, good day's sport, and hopefully this time tomorrow we'll have a few winners on the board. So that's it. Joe Value for Cold Bear Sports. Thanks very much for listening. If you don't mind, just like the old channel and get the subscribers there in as well, and spread the word, because definitely the winners are never that far away, as you know yourselves by now. Okay, it's Joe Value, Cold Bear Sports, and I'll talk to you this time tomorrow.